follow me this way here too, you'll see this is the kitchen area. And in this area here, you'll see more debris. You know, more items of debris. If you come further in, I want you to take a better peek at some of the items in the kitchen. Now we spoke earlier during the beginning segments on hazards. You know, a lot of the hazards are attributed to perishable goods. Now this is the most dangerous area in the property. You can see there's tons and tons of fruit flies here. There's flies, there's a number of different bacteria that I can assure you are growing in this area. What Top Notch is going to do, and what we do here at Top Notch Quality Service, is we're going to sort and gather all these hazards, and they're going to be properly disposed of and gotten rid of, because this is an area of major concern. There's food here, there's food here, there's food that's been wasted, and you can see in this particular situation, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of things thrown out. You know, things would be eaten, things would be used, and then they'll be placed on the counters, they'll be placed on the tables, and out of sight, out of mind. But in this case, you can see there's nothing that's out of sight. Everything's directly in front of you. You know, I'm working a little bit through certain areas here, and you'll see refrigerator. Can't even get to it. Now, if you're living in a situation like this, I don't have to tell you that your quality of life is definitely affected by this scenario. But you're in luck, because here at Top Notch Quality Service, our goal is to restore your property, give you back a quality of life and that you deserve, and by making sure that these kind of things are taken care of and addressed accordingly. This is a real concern. This is unacceptable. And these items need to be destroyed and cleaned. What we're going to do is we're going to haul these items away. We're going to take them out of here. If you come in a little closer, you can see if you look down, you'll see that I'm stepping again in another scenario. I'm on about a foot high of debris and trash and things of that nature. If you can come in closer, and it's kind of tight, but if you can get in here closer, you'll see exactly the infestation, and you'll see a lot of the areas that I was mentioning to you that's concerned. On that pilot light, on the stove, and on the cabinet area, you'll see, you know, you'll see exactly what, you'll see exactly what my concerns are. You know, you have flies here, you have nets here, you have all sorts of hazardous things here that can be very dangerous to your health. If you look at the ceiling area, there's flies. I mean, there's flies obviously, and then there's the spider webs. Now, with a lot of these insects, such as the flies, the nets, and etc., they become a major food source for spiders, because as you know, spiders that create these webs, and these insects and whatnot get caught in there, and now you got an abundant food source for one particular species of insects, that being the spider. And the debris goes further around the corner here. Hi, my name is Brandon Brown. I'm the CEO of Top Notch Quality Service. It's December 7th, 2012. We started this project again on December 4th. We estimated the project to be 6 days. We have five five crew members and five technicians that are going to be working on this project. This area of the house was the most concentrated area of debris and items that needed to be hauled away. About 85% of the items that was once in this room have been hauled away. From the beginning portion of this project, you couldn't even see the floor. So we managed to get all the trash and debris out of here, all the hazards. And what you see before you now is the phase of the project where we begin the cleaning. So we've gotten rid of all the items. You know, as you've seen in other rooms, we usually have a section in the center of the room where all the items are going to be left in so that we can clean the perimeters. But because I said before, 85% of the items in this room was trash, those items have already been hauled away. And what you see before you now is, you know, seasonings and cutleries, as well as plates that need to be cleaned. We have the dishwasher going to clean the dishes that were in here. We have William here, which is another one of our technicians who's going through the cabinets right now, and he's getting rid of items that are spoiled or expired. And he's also taking items that need to be cleaned, and he's also taking items to be hauled away. This bag here is a bag full of debris and items that were also in here that he's went through in the cabinets. Again, if you looked at the beginning portion of this segment, you saw this kitchen, and the kitchen was filled about yay high, full of debris and full of items that have already been that have expired and that were severely harmful. I mean, there was a litany of flies in here, fruit flies, and a number of other insects in here because of the attraction to the spoilage of items that were left in here that were very harmful. So we have a number of other things here left on the counters to be sorted through and to be packed. This is what's left of the items that the client has sorted through. And these are the items that she wants to be reorganized and redistributed in the kitchen. We're going to allow you to take some more images of the cabinetries as well as the countertops as we begin to prep the room so that the walls can be cleaned, the ceilings can be cleaned, the ceiling fans can be cleaned. This room is going to be completely disinfected. We're going to continue to get rid of all the bacteria and all the germs that are in here. But we're going to get this kitchen up to top-notch standards right away. All right, now we've entered the most concentrated area of the house. This area is an area that I nearly cried because there was so many variables that needed to be done, but no job is, nothing's impossible and everything's a challenge. We took this particular area as our #1 challenge, and we put a lot of effort in order to get this kitchen to where it is now. As you can see, all the cabinets had to be cleaned and disinfected, as well as sanitized from top to bottom. All the areas in the kitchen had to be cleaned. The drawers and shelves had to be taken out and scrubbed with antimicrobial soap in order to disinfect and sanitize every shelf accordingly. You know, all the areas in the house, every shelf had to be cleaned, as I said before, and disinfected. We've also cleaned the sink, and we used a number of solvents in order to get a lot of the grout and a lot of the dirt and mildew and things that were basically staining the surface boards of the sink. And because it's stainless steel, we had to use special handling and special solvents to make sure that we didn't damage the finished product, the finishing of the sink. As you can see, the stove also had to be cleaned and scrubbed with a number of solvents in order to get a lot of the grout out of off of the stove. The stove inside and outside had to be cleaned. We've also cleaned the inside of the oven. And at the finishing product, we also put an all-purpose cleaning solution so that we can polish the glass on the outer level, on the outer layer of the stove, so that we can give it a finished and polished look, so the client can also be pleased with the result that went in here. As far as the stove vents and the top area where the fans are, we also cleaned underneath here. We also cleaned the top portion And again, we also made sure we gave a lot of attention to the shelving in this area, and making sure that every shelf was cleaned and sanitized properly. In the earlier films, we noticed that there was a number of flies and a number of insects that was attracted to this particular area because of the spoilage. So again, there's a number of items that had to be hauled away out of this area. A lot of the hazards in terms of the spoilage from the food and fruits and a number of other items that were that had went bad had to be hauled away and taken to the dump, and in order to make sure that we got to the baseboards and the countertops to successfully clean, sanitize, and free the counters of any potential harmful pathogens that would be very detrimental to our clients' health. We also spent a lot of time and a lot of effort, as you can see, with the ceiling fan, making sure that we got all the dust and the dirt and particles off of the blades, so that when obviously the client utilizes this area, none of the dust none of the dust or dirt flies into her food. This room has completely been cleaned, the walls from top to bottom. This is what we do here at Top Notch Quality Service. Our goal is to give our client a finished product that gives them the confidence of knowing that they're dealing with the best in the industry. We're not just a junk removal company. We don't come here and just take anything out of the property that's not bolted down. We apply a level of care, a level of professionalism, and a level of courtesy in order to give the client the finished and favorable outcome that they deserve.